Hey everyone, welcome to Max Power Bitcoin. I'm Max, you are a trader, and this is Bitcoin. Here is the day in review. Right now we're sitting at $50,786 according to Market Watch, and you are looking at Market Cipher trading software. Let's go back in time. This is a 5-minute chart. Let me get you over to the hour chart so we can see a little bit more of what went on today. Obviously, we've had a big market dump, and what you're looking at is some lines on the screen that I have drawn, which are just typical chart patterns. As you can see, if I zoom in the right way, you can see the blue lines in the middle of your screen. That was a wedge, and we were either going to break out to the upside or the downside, and we broke out to the bottom but missed the measured move price target from the widest part of the wedge, and then we shot up. So let me zoom in on that in a minute here, but before I do, I will draw your attention to the bottom of the screen. We had a big green dot on Market Cipher, which is a buy signal, and as you can tell, price went up after that and then came back down a little lower. What's interesting is the blue wave on the bottom of your screen. So the blue wave was lowest at the green dot, and then price went even lower than that, as you can see. Just below the yellow X, price went a little lower, and yet the blue wave at the bottom of your screen wasn't as pronounced. So in that condition, we're considering that a definite buy signal. We move into the 15-minute chart to show you what that price action looked like earlier today. By the way, watch until the very end of the video. We're going to find some very interesting things in here. So as this wedge developed, I drew the lines in there, and then price started to dip down. It really wasn't wicking up towards the upper resistance line, as you can see. And so I drew another line which was steeper, just below that red diamond in the middle of the screen. And I thought, well, if we have a breakout of this, we'll hit our measured move price target. And you can see this blue line. Well, of course, the damn thing is hiding the blue line. But that was the measured move price target, which is right behind that stupid freaking menu bar. I'll have to fix that in a future video. But listen, you guys. So, get rid of that. So it broke down, and then look at the bottom of the screen. On the 15-minute chart, we had another great big green dot. So as I was looking through the charts today, I went to the 5-minute, and if you look at the 5-minute chart during that same time frame, another big green dot, and the same thing on the 3-minute chart. So we knew right then that that was a great time to buy, so we did. And obviously, that was right around the $46,000 mark. So 5,871 at the time of this recording. So we have made a lot of gains today. The second wedge pattern that I drew was this guy. Let me zoom in. Sorry, guys. The bottom of the wedge is in yellow. The top of the wedge is in blue. We broke out to the downside. We did hit the measured move price target and, in fact, went beyond. What's interesting about this is this diagonal blue line from earlier, that earlier wedge. I extended that out. I extended that line out, and we perfectly hit, not to sound like Chris, but exactly as predicted. we hit that line, and then we just bounced up from that. What's interesting here is we don't have a big green dot on the bottom of Market Cipher. We have a green dot, but it's not a big green dot. So I thought that was interesting. At any rate, I did not take that trade. I did not execute that particular trade, but we were still in the trade from earlier. And then, of course, you can see this great big flat area right around the $50,000 mark. Price just hung out there for a little while today. And then right now we went up to, I don't know what that price was. It was 51,800 or something like that. Currently trading at 50,600. We have a big blue wave at the bottom of the screen on the 5-minute chart. And what does that mean for us? Really kind of nothing unless you look at different time frames. Let's go to the 15-minute time frame and look at what that wave looks like now. It's kind of running flat, and as you can see on the bottom right hand part of your screen, there's a 100, a 0, and a negative 100. I really don't like to execute any trades until I'm getting a blue or a green dot when the blue wave is up near 100 or down near negative 100. And let me show you why. If we scroll back, there's our big green dot again, and we have the blue wave very close to 100 down there at the bottom. And look at what price action was doing. We hit a bottom, got the green dot, and then it bounced back up. Here's more evidence. Let me scroll back in time. Whoops, get rid of that shit again. I don't know why that keeps happening. I'm on my phone. It is what it is. Anyways, we went a couple times and hit that. Now here's our big price dump, and we got a couple of big green dots, and those were actually worth taking if you followed Market Cipher. We're going from 49,000 to 51,000. You're talking about a 2,000 point price move. Now, are you going to hit the top and the bottom? No. No one's that lucky. But if you can collect 1,000 points out of that kind of trade, if you're day trading, that's a pretty good deal. That's a pretty good deal. Guys, I'm going to wrap this up for today. It's getting a little bit long-winded. And we, over here at Max Power Bitcoin, appreciate your attention. And we will follow up with you tomorrow.